It's now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt, and it's Drummond in at the 5, down low.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Here's Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Gordon, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Osman kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Fultz. Fournier for 3. The Magic getting another chance here. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Drummond. Rebounded by Vucevic. Gordon inside. Working on Love.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Fournier for 3. The shot missing. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Sexton the pass to Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint. Establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now here's Fultz. The pass to Fournier. There's the triple. Cavaliers with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Garland, no good. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Down low, here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Now here's Love. Sexton dishes to Drummond. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Passes it to Fultz. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Here's Sexton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the basket by Gordon.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Osman. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Magic making a change here. Ross is checked in. Magic leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Ross for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Nance. uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now here's Ross. Kicks it to Gordon. Shoots over Garland. Another miss by Orlando.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lob pass to Gordon.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
From deep. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. Scoring, rebounding. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Ennis. Carter Williams is out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bamba in at the center position. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
All sorts of time. Again, the Magic score.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Nance outside. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Bamba's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
And it's Osman missing. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And stolen by Drummond. Porter kicks to Drummond. The kick out to Porter. On the wing, Porter. Back to Drummond. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Love's checked in for Cleveland. And the Magic making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Orlando with the ball. Magic leading by 11. Here's Fournier off the left rim and out.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. And it's Sexton penetrating. Moves back up. Pass to Love. Sexton against Fultz. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love.
And the muscle of Sexton, outstanding at just working through the contact and finding a way to finish.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
The pass to Vucevic, and there's the defensive 3-second call. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could easily get the job done there.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size. I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
Ross is checked in for Orlando.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Kept alive.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
And Thompson kicks to Osman. That one's not going to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Isaac? When he's got a head of steam like that, he's a threat to jam it home every time.
Pass to Love. To the paint. Here's Windler. And nothing is falling for him right now. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He ended up with 15 points. And that should...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the one. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Fournier gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 21. And it's Sexton penetrating. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Vucevic. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw this game. And the free throw, no good.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player. really young players, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Garland, the pass to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with Forrest Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Fires for three. Isaac misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Sexton slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Back to Fultz. Fournier finds Gordon. No good from 11 feet. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Sexton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sexton's got 8 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Fournier. And stolen by Drummond. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. Here's Sexton. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Inside. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Fultz.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
And Drummond throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Got a piece of it. And it's Sexton penetrating. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Augustine with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Nance, right side. Pass to Windler. And here's Thompson. Ross with the steal. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Windler. And so it's Orlando looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Sexton. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Ennis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Thompson passes to Windler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Vucevic. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Yep, it counts. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Now the pass to Ross. Back to Fultz. Ross on the wing for three. The shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Bamba inside. He's covered by Thompson. Vucevic, and the layup is good. And the Magic lead by 15.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded closely. The leaner inside. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Nance. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now Fultz. Here's Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good.
Oh, my God.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getter, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
The wide open look here for Garland. Buries it from three-point range.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Gordon. He's guarded by Love and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. .133 left in the game. Oh, Sexton in position, and he trims the lead to single digits.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
That one drops for him.
Hard to overstate the muscle Fultz showed there. Excellent. Absorbing the contact on his way to the hoop.
Garland dishes to Drummond. Misses from short range.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Aaron Gordon.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Passes it to Zizic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
There's the lob to the hoop. Aminu misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Here's a 1-2. Birch kicks to a 1-2. And so it's Orlando taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the Bulls. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward.
I'll tell you, we think of him as a dunker, but you've got to appreciate Levine's touch and his creativity.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And Levine, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
It's his first trip to the line. And so Levine nails both of them.
And what we've seen recently from Zach LaVine is his willingness to embrace more responsibility. And that has helped him become one of the game's most prolific scorers.
Now, here's Fultz. He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Levine. Plays it up and banks it in. Levine's got 6.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Fultz against Levine. It's Fournier on the wing. 3-pointer. Nice D from Levine.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, few will be able to match up with Levine in the open court. Fast and fluid.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's White. Outside, Levine. Back to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Bulls moving the ball around. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Ross is checked in for Orlando. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fultz looking around. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
On up the court. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Chicago trailing here. Outside, Porter. They get it again. Carter. That shot off the mark. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Tips it up, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
And Levine, here we go. Up again. And Carter with his second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. DJ Augustine's checked in for Markelle Fultz. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for White. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ross finds Augustine. Three-pointer. Here's Vucevic. Ross with a wide open look. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Levine can't hit. Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Augustine. That shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. And the jam by Levine.
Well, bit by bit, Zach is becoming physically tougher, which makes you mentally tougher.
Down against Augustine. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Ross passes to Isaac. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is encouraging to see Jonathan Isaac finish through contact. He obviously will fill out that frame and add some weight, but the balance really impressive.
It's all tied in Orlando. We'll get things started in the second quarter. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed to,
we should have energy, and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba is out there with Vucevic. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Cornette, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Valentine shot good. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
And that too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now here's Valentine. Hutchison passes to Young. And Bamba pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Harrison's checked in for Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. And it's Carter missing. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's Ennis on the assist from Carter-Williams. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there. And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
And Chicago has possession following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. White looking around. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Bamba.
Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
Bulls trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic, and again, no good by Chicago. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bamba kicks to Carter Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Bamba, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Bamba's got 6.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
55 seconds left here in the second. Here's Harrison. The putback. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Mohamed Bamba. Terrence Ross is checked in for Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carter Williams. Then for the Bulls, Porter's checked in for Wendell Carter. Zach LaVine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And Satoransky is subbed in for White. And the Bulls making a change here. Cornette's checked in. 34 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Satoransky, the pass to LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Back to Isaac. Here's Ross. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Carter are up front. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point. Markkanen finds LaVine. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Carter's got his second basket.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Here's Fultz, and it's sent back by Carter. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And here's White. He feeds it to Carter to the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. Isaac kicks to Fournier. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's done in for White. Here's Gordon. He doesn't hit that one. Good defensive work there by Young.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
And stolen by Valentine. Down low, here's Carter. Isaac with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Gordon. Passes it to Fournier. Augustine against Dunn. They shoot again. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. So for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And it's Fulton for Augustine. Chicago also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Harrison comes in for Porter. And Satoransky subbed in for Valentine.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Dunn passes to Cornett. To the inside. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
For 3, Ross. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Pass to Young. Right wing. From deep three-point range. He can't get it to go. The Magic go the other way with it. Fultz kicks to Ross. Over Harrison. Ross finds Isaac. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fultz. And it's Orlando with another.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
At the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Cornett's got his first bucket in this one.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Now Fultz. He's got 6, and the jam by Ross.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And so it's Orlando with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heel. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, A lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Fultz is out there for Orlando. And the technical free throw is good. Fournier is checked in for the Magic. And Chicago also making a switch. Carter, he's checked in for Satoransky. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And that one is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Nice D from Fournier. Orlando leading by 17. Here's Ross. The putback. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
A skilled offensive rebounder who doesn't mind a putback on occasion. Vucevic with the easy one. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Pass to Fultz. Back to Ross. Launches it. And it's White with the rebound.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Ross in the corner. From the arc. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
And the jam by Levine.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
White against Fultz. 18 feet out and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Levine. White dishes to Carter. Levine inside the three-point line. And the Bulls with another miss. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Here's White. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Fultz against White. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul. Isaac's checked in for Evan Fournier. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Isaac outside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Carter. Here's Levine. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
White against Fultz. Wide open. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Levine throws it down.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The lead now cut to single digits. Levine's got 25 points.
Zach LaVine is simply stated a tough cover. He's got athleticism and skill, and that combination is lethal.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Orlando.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Vucevic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
So both teams making some changes here.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Fultz, the bounce pass. Bamba kicks to a 1-2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bamba finds Fultz. 5 to shoot. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Fultz. And the Magic lead by 10.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The pass to Markkanen. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fultz with the ball. Shoots over White. No good there.
Bringing a competitive energy.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Nightfall in the Windy City. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1 spot. Porter with the steal. Markkanen passes to Levine. Markkanen trying to break loose. And there's Levine on the assist by Markkanen.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
And see, well, last season, pretty much a lost year for Otto Porter. Dealt with that foot issue the majority of the year. That just kind of kept him out of the rotation.
Yeah, GA, I mean, I feel bad for everyone. The team viewed him as a key component, and he was just gone. He was able to come back right before the season suspension. Porter's still young, and he's looking to reestablish himself as a solid wing this year.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Now here's Porter. It's White on the wing. And Levine, here we go. Good.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Outside White. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Sexton, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the nature of the beast, Sexton is just constantly in attack mode, looking to make a play.
And Sexton drops them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
White dishes to Carter. Kick out to Levine. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. All by himself. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
Outside Levine. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now Love. And Drummond throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now here's Levine. They need this. It's good from long range. Levine's got 7. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed, and the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Absolute wrecking ball on the drive. Levine is all about dunking it with authority.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young is subbed in for Markkanen. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Levine can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's blocked. And White kicks to Levine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Garland, the pass to Thompson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Porter. Lets the three fly. Nance with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Windler. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young passes to Levine. And here's Young. On the wing, Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
To the inside, Thompson. Rejected by Young. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Here's Hutchison following the score by Cleveland. Bulls shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Valentine's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And Cleveland also making a change. Sexton's checked in. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Down low and stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Porter and finished off by Porter.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. Pass to Dunn. Passes it to Cornette. Rebound Andre Drummond. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornette. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lowry Marketing comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Satoransky. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now, here's Markkanen. After Colin Sexton's miss. Back to Harrison. To the middle. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Valentine shot good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Dunn. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dunn's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Dunn following the basket by Colin Sexton. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, with noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
Stolen by Markkanen. Carter looking around, and then Carter with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Valentine with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Here's Dunn, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The combination of speed and power Dunn possesses is impressive. I mean, sometimes the D doesn't know how to guard him.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Harrison in the corner. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Dunn. And Cleveland with a change here too. Thompson's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And good that time.
Thompson is a strong big man. He's amazing at fending off defenders.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Porter in the corner. For 3, LaVine. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Windler, the pass to Garland. Here's Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Chicago lead.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, his field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Over in the corner, White. Young outside, pass to LaVine. He feeds it to Markkanen. Back to LaVine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LaVine's got 15 points.
Oh, man, what a smart feed from Markkanen. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more, get his teammates involved.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. And the past few seasons, the Bulls have been inefficient. And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And the pass to Love. And Love throws it down.
And this is why I like seeing Love close to the basket, because there's no stopping him. He can flush it every time when he's got great position.
And White kicks to Porter. Bulls moving the ball around. On the wing, LaVine takes the 3. And that's collected by Love.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Love the pass to Drummond. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Sexton. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Back to White. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Sexton has it in the corner. Inside. Here's Drummond. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Now, here's Satoransky. Pass to Cornette. Banked in off the glass. Cornette's got his first points of the game.
With great size and excellent vision, Satoransky is able to read defenses and distribute accordingly.
To the middle. Here's Hutchison. Powered down with both hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Got a piece of it. Sexton against Satoransky, and he slams it one-handed.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. Able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
And, Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Garland dishes to Drummond. He kicks it to Garland. To the paint. It's tipped outside Porter. Back to Drummond. Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. Here's Hutchison. Pass to Cornette. And he makes good on the layup. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Garland. Garland's got his fourth assist in this one. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Cornette. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Cleveland moving it up. Down low, here's Harrison. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Harrison's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. And the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Porter passes to Drummond. Harrison with the rebound.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. His movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn comes in for Denzel Valentine. For Chicago, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
continuing to watch Satoransky improve over time. I mean, he's a good teammate who accepts whatever role is asked of him.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter comes in for Chandler Hutchison, and Zach Levine subbed in for Harrison. And Cleveland also making a change. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Garland.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Now, here's Dunn. The pass to Young. On the wing, Levine. Back to Young. On the wing, Levine. Jacks up a three. Here's Carter. The kick out to Young. Here's Levine. Here's Carter. Young outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Levine. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The Bulls leading by 13. Pass to Porter. Young left side. Passes to Levine. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Windler stolen by Levine. And here comes White. Leading the fast break. Here's Carter. And it's in there. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Well, the defense just handed White that assist. I mean, he smartly feeds a wide open shooter.
Back to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Young with the steal. Levine passes to White. Levine deciding where to go with it. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds to Carter. The putback. They get the rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Big body inside. I mean, Carter Jr. uses his physical advantage as well to pick up fouls.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Porter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And White kicks to Levine. Carter against Thompson. Carter dishes to Levine. It's stolen by Nance. And Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Just 3 to shoot. Levine for 3. Chicago with a new 14. And it's put back in by White.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Thompson misses. Chicago leading by 16. Outside Porter. It's Carter, high post. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Levine. On deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Stolen by Levine. White with it. Garland picks him up. Carter, the pass to White. For three, Levine. Thompson with the rebound. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Drummond comes in for Thompson. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Nance. Now here's Porter. To the left wing. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Carter down low. Working on Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Misses the layup. Love deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Garland. No good.
This is the intensity Carter Jr. brings. I mean, he's a guy who really gets after it and tries to annoy shooters.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. It's the NBA and look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And it's Love missing. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Gordon, the pass to Fultz. And he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Sexton finds Drummond. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Fultz with the ball. Outside Fournier. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Fournier. Passes it to Vucevic. Here's Isaac, defended by Drummond. Isaac misses.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Cleveland with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
It's Fournier on the wing. Isaac outside. To the inside. Got a piece of it and stolen by Love. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Here's Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it. The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. And it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
The three, Fournier, good on the three-point shot. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Here's Fultz. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 3. Gordon inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. James Ennis, he'll check in for Evan Fournier. Garland with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Bamba kicks to Ross. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Ennis passes to Augustine. Magic moving the ball around. Back to Bamba. To the paint. It's Vucevic missing. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Nance. Here's Porter. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here is Porter. The Magic getting the bucket. Makes it off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Knocked away. 32 seconds left to play in the first. And it goes down 2 points. Garland's got 6.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Here's Ross. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thompson right side. Down low. Nance. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Here is Ross. Kicks it to Vucevic. Back to Ross. With 2 seconds left. Here's Bamba. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Got a hand on it. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Ross against Nance. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
So for the Magic, Isaac comes in for Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. That free throw good from Thompson. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Bamba with the block. They retain possession. Isaac outside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Sexton. That shot off. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Gordon. And the layup falls. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Inside, here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Love has some height and enough ability to get up and throw it down.
That's tipped and stolen by Drummond. Porter passes to Drummond. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Isaac. Defended by Drummond. Fournier gets a wide-open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 7 points for Evan Fournier.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And he recovers it. Love outside. To the middle. A second chance effort. And it's Drummond missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Gordon missing. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Porter, no luck.
Well, the D's so tight on him and makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And the speed of Fultz is leaping. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Terrence Ross comes in for Aaron Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
And Cedi Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
That gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Cedi, always showing up here to compete.
6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And with no shortage of moves at his disposal, Vucevic is one of the game's more skilled bigs.
Here's Garland. Osman kicks to Garland. Thompson inside. He's guarded by Fournier.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Ross. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Nance. Inside, Isaac with the steal. Here's Ross. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Stolen by Garland. The drive by Nance. No good on the last second attempt there. And a thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops. And that's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Home in the paint. The Cavaliers trailing. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 8.
And D. Garland on the attack there. A nice job on the drive.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Fournier. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the Magic. Back to Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. He has 7.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now here's Ennis. D right on him. To the inside. Drummond. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando trailing here. Left side Fournier. Ball stolen. Down low. Love trying to break loose. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Sexton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the quick feet of Fultz are a problem for the defense, especially when he takes it strong to the hole.
Garland, no good. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The shot's good from Fournier. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Ennis, and it's Carter Williams in for Fournier.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Cloak loose. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Carter Williams with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic. There's Garland. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Porter with a block. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Lobbed up there for Thompson. That shot, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
They recover it, and the shot goes in. Thompson's got 6. Orlando leading by 4. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Porter against Ross. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now here's Garland. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Isaac and Vucevic down low. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Back to Vucevic. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got a piece of it. Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
Back to Ross. There's the triple. They get it back, and it's put back in by Vucevic. And the Magic lead by 4.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Out to Thompson. Windler, the pass to Thompson.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Pass to Augustine. Back to Vucevic. Ross with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Evan Fournier comes in for Carter-Williams.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Drummond finds Love. Now here's Drummond, defended by Gordon. And that one's good. Drummond.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Knocked loose. Outside, Sexton. And that one's good. Osman. And now it's only a 5-point Orlando lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Vucevic against Sexton. And it's Vucevic missing. Sexton dishes to Porter. Isaac with some nice D. Magic leading by 5. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running. Fournier for 3. Sinks the triple. And the Magic lead by 8. Cleveland now. Time running out. Porter passes to Drummond. Over Gordon. And it's Drummond missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
And Orlando making a change here. Fultz is checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Garland, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. Here's Sexton. Drummond trying to get himself free. The shot by Sexton, no good. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. Back to Gordon. The putback is no good. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's the pass to Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
And he can't hit the second. Magic leading by 11. Fournier finds Fultz. Back to Fournier. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Vucevic.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Gordon kicks to Isaac. And so they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-4 run. Passes it to Awundu. Back to Augustine. Awundu kicks to Augustine. Over Bell. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Ripped away. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly Welcomes now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. No good on that one. Great D that time from Vucevic. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Isaac passes to Gordon. The shot's good.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here is Carter. And Levine comes to help. Fournier finds Fultz. No good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Levine, here we go. Carter. Vucevic with the rebound.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
He gets it in there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Markkanen following the basket by Evan Fournier. Here's White with the putback. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Another shot, and the layup is good.
And Fultz is tough to contain. Even when you rough him up, he still gets the job done.
Bulls have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. To the paint, here's Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Bangs home the trifecta. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Levine, here we go.
If history is any indicator, more often than not, Levine's going to take this shot. It's what he's built to do.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Fultz against Levine. Fultz the pass to Isaac. To the inside. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Isaac. Isaac's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Levine. Here's Carter. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Satoransky following the score by Aaron Gordon. Passes it to Hutchison. Back to Satoransky. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Satoransky.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Harrison. Here's Cornette. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Done against Carter Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Extremely explosive off the dribble. Once Dunn gets the angle, it's over.
Good on both. And here is Carter Williams. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bamba passes to Ennis. Valentine grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he comes up with the deuce. Dunn's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
In the open court, that's where Chris Dunn can really let loose, creating havoc for the defense.
In transition, here come the Bulls for the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And they're scoring pretty well as we can. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, Dunn is out there with Harrison. Then it's Young. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in at the 5.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Now Ross, he has 5. Drills the three-pointer. Ross has got his third basket of the night right there.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
And Young kicks to Harrison. Back to Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ennis taking his time here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Bamba.
Just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Carter Williams against Dunn. Lays it up and banks it in. Dunn's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter Williams, the pass to Ennis. Carter Williams kicks to Ross. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Bulls trail by 8.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Now here's Ross. He's got 8. And the dunk by Bamba.
You like how Ross was looking around on that play to find the best shot available.
Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Dunn with it. Bamba picks him up. Valentine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Carter Williams with the bounce pass. Now the pass to Ennis. Magic moving the ball around. It's blocked. They get it back. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Bulls trail by 9. Dunn looking over the floor. Stolen by Bamba. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have the power on that throwdown.
You like the extra pass. MCW using his height to see over the defense, and he finds the open man.
Dunn against Carter Williams. Cornette passes to Dunn, and the layup's good off the glass. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Right side, Gordon. Pass to Bamba. Second chance shot. Back to Gordon. Young with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And Young, here we go. And it's good, 2 points. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Ross passes to Bamba. Inside and stolen by Valentine. Here's Harrison. Again, Chicago.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Ross with it. He's got 11. No good on the triple. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Left side, Levine. Good work there as it goes.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny will. And that'll.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Outside, Porter. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Kobe White just erupted his rookie year in the NBA, set a franchise record with Chicago for most threes in a quarter.
Lob pass to Gordon. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Porter in the corner. Outside, White. Here's Levine. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Porter with a block.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
Levine can't hit.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Pass to Fultz. Isaac with the ball. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Levine. Here's the break. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Fultz. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Fultz has got his second basket of the night.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
White looking around. The kick out to Porter. Outside Levine. Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine. DJ Augustine's checked in for Orlando. Puts it up from 7. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from White.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
Vucevic, the basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's now 6 points for Vucevic.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
White with it. Isaac picks him up. Here's Carter, and finished off by Carter.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Fultz. Fultz has got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the wing right side. Carter down low. Vucevic on him. And then Carter with the jam.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Feeds it to Fultz. On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Augustine. Back to Isaac. Trying to find Augustine. Gets it to him. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Augustine. 8 points for Vucevic.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
White against Augustine. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from White.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. And here comes the break. Here's Satoransky. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Magic lead.
Good awareness from Satoransky. Just knows how to execute in the open floor.
Here's Fournier. Here's Vucevic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Fultz against Satoransky. He feeds it to Carter. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Satoransky. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Satoransky's got 4 points this quarter. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Orlando out in front. They're up by. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Carter. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward position. So that's the final.
Love it, love it. Well, you know that Ross can throw it down. Nice one right there.
Gordon's checked in for Fournier. So it's Chicago now. 6-point game. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. Back to Satoransky. To the middle. Hutchison's shot is off.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Down low. Here's Gordon. Bank shot. No good. And Chicago shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Levine, good.
That's off contact. Really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Isaac passes to Gordon. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 6.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Levine, good.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt. Levine challenging the heart of that defense.
Ross for 3. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
There's the pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. Again, Levine missing. Orlando leading by 8. To the right side. Augustine finds Ross. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Levine against Ross. The shot that time not on target. Gordon with the defensive effort. Takes it from 10. Satoransky grabs the miss. Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Back to Porter. Pass to Hutchison. Offensive rebound. And it's Carter missing. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Ross for 3. And it's Gordon missing. Bulls trail by 10. The 9-foot shot. And there's Levine on the assist from Porter. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet. He'll find the open man.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Can't cash in from close range. Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Levine. Great D that time from Vucevic. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Satoransky. And a change for the Magic. Fultz is checked in. And finished off by Fultz.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Orlando.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Terrence Ross.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And the first one drops.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And it's done in the corner. Pass to Cornette. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Passes to Awandu. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's Orlando.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of... Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's White. A shot off that time, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Sexton.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the shot goes in. Garland's got his second bucket.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And stolen by Drummond. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Chicago with the ball, following the score by Cleveland.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Here's Garland, following the basket by Otto Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. Dishes to Markkanen. He feeds it to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Sexton against Markkanen. Cleveland moving it around. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
The Bulls have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Levine, good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Luke Cornett comes in for Wendell Carter. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Here's Levine. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, few will be able to match up with Levine in the open court. Fast and fluid.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Out to Nance. Back to Thompson, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. Here's Hutchison. Inside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Windler. Dunn covering. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. They retain possession.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
It doesn't go for him. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Porter, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Done outside. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Sexton. And they're running. Here's Porter. It's good. This game is all even.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Satoransky. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, Dunn showing great vision.
It's stolen. Now, here's Satoransky. Good on the shot.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And a wide open look for Porter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Sexton the pass to Porter. Here's Dunn. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton. Chicago leading by 8. Dunn up top. Guarded by Porter to the inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Garland the pass to Osman. Lays it up and banks it in. Osman's got his first 2 points of the night.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
They get it again. Over to the wing. Pass to Dunn. Down low. 6 to shoot. Here's Hutchison. Back to Young. The Bulls need to get a shot off here.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
The fadeaway. Here's Garland. Here's Drummond. And it's Chicago with the rebound. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Hutchison. And the rejection by Love.
Well, Kevin Love, such a smart defender. Send it back.
Drummond dishes to Garland. And the shot is good. Garland's got 6 points. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Valentine following the score by Cleveland. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And now here comes Young leading the break. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Now Garland. He has 6. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Young slams it home.
Boy, how about the strength by Thaddeus Young on that dunk? My goodness gracious.
Over in the corner, Osman intercepted. And it's Dunn penetrating, and he gets the bucket. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Garland kicks to Porter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Chicago making a switch here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Beans checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Dunn. And here are the Bulls now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Wendell Carter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, like his father, Larry Jr. plays well above the rim.
Greg, this is a young guy who can go over you, through you, and when he's airborne, this is one of the scariest players to challenge at the rim.
Chicago making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Nance against Porter. Nance passes to Thompson. Off target at the rim. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine can't hit.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside, White. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Wendell Carter has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1. Now here's Levine. Carter outside. White trying to get open. Levine can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Osman's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Banked in off the glass. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And White kicks to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Drummond, and 2 free throws coming up, unable. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Garland. The Bulls getting the bucket. To the paint. Here's Porter. Markkanen pulls it in.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Right, the pass to Markkanen. Pass to Cornette. Out to White. 5 to shoot.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Sexton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Sexton's got 6 points. The Bulls leading by 10. Outside, Porter. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porter, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Back to Sexton. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Porter, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Dunn passes to Cornette. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Nance. First trip to the line for him here.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Garland. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Young, he dishes it to Dunn. Doesn't go for it. Nance with some nice D. Here's Porter. Another shot. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Thompson.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Dunn passes to Hutchison. Stolen by Thompson. One-on-one here. It's deflected. Here's Cornette. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nance passes to Windler. Here's Thompson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter. To the inside. Here's Cornette. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Thompson. And he drops it in from the low post. Thompson's got 8 points.
Well, Darius Garland showing good vision and making good decisions. Exactly what you need from your point guard.
Here's Dunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Yeah, we're talking about the 5th overall pick in 2016. Dunn with exceptional two-way talent. Some pundits felt like he could have gone as high as number 3.
Missed. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They have a 9-point lead. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Levine wide open. Drops in the tray. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Boy, Zach LaVine, such tremendous lift on his jumper. How about that from range?
Osman the pass to Windler. And a missed layup. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Garland with the bucket.
Well, they've decided to give Tristan Thompson a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball, and what a pretty delivery there.
Outside, White. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Levine for 3, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Nance outside. He kicks to Garland. Back to Nance. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? Is he's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Stolen by Garland. Here's the break. Here's Sexton. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Drummond.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Osman, the pass to Love. Again, the Cavaliers score.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
The Bulls leading by 8. Carter finds Porter. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Passes it to Garland. Here's Osman for the 3. And Sexton has it in the corner. The 3-pointer, no good. Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from 3-point land to start the 4th quarter. And the jam by Levine.
This guy has got an insane vertical. Levine, no doubt.
The wide open look here for Garland. And it's sent back by Carter. Outside, Markkanen. Right side, Porter. Inside, Carter kicks to Satoransky. And there's the pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Levine for 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Sexton. It's tipped.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Satoransky. On the wing, Levine. There's the 3. Again, Levine missing. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The first one falls. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. And he makes both free throws. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. Markkanen dishes to White. On the wing, Porter. The shot, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Sexton. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now the Bulls with it. Carter, the pass to White. Porter in the corner. And here's Levine. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Osman. White covering. Porter with the steal. Carter kicks to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of